Big shot in the arm yesterday for the New Orleans Saints defense as they get Sheldon Rankins back, as Rankins has missed the past 4 games after exiting the Week 8 game versus Chicago with a knee injury. He's back in action yesterday, and the Saints get the win. Sheldon, good morning. Thank you for your time.
Hey, good morning, man. Glad to be on the show.
Absolutely, man. Defensively, you guys haven't allowed a 100-yard rusher in over 54 games, which is an NFL record that lasted for a long time. How much do you guys talk about that in the locker room and keeping that streak alive?
To be quite honest, we never talk about it. It's just kind of something that, as, media, talk about it and different stuff like that. Like, to us, we know our standard. Our standard isn't just making sure someone doesn't rush for 100 yards. Our standard is keeping someone, under 50 yards if possible, 2 yards a carry if possible. Those type of things, our goals are more on the, just completely trying to shut out the run game, and because we've harped on it so much and stressed those details, as a unit, we've been able to have some success.
Yeah, Sheldon, it's kind of crazy now, man. You've been here 5 years, right? And this defense, you've really seen the growth of this defense firsthand, to where now y'all are without a doubt the best defense in the NFL. What has that journey been like? And what do you think, like, what has pushed it so over the top this season, maybe even compared to something like the last couple of years where you're always still very good?
Yeah, man, listen, I think I can remember coming in and just, the whole outward mentality was, the defense just has to do enough to hold on for Drew to, win games and different things like that. But, inward, our Dennis Allen, our coordinator, has always preached to us, we're going to be the reason we win games here. And, over the years, through a lot of hard work, a lot of stress on fundamentals and energy and effort and different things like that, and obviously bringing in the right players, we've seen this thing transform into, growing towards what we truly want to be, which is, the best defense bar none. And, I think it's a combination of a lot of things. Like I said, obviously you got to have, the right talent. The organization's done a great job of bringing in talented players, not just talented players, but guys who fit the mold of the type of player we want from a physical standpoint, but also a mental standpoint. Guys that can go out there and play fast and execute the defense. And then we got a lot of guys who played together for a while. When you look at it, Quan and Malcolm Jenkins are only the two real new guys this year. Everybody else has played, at least a solid number of games together. So it's continuity, man. It's being able to know, like, I don't have to look over here and worry about what this guy next to me is doing, because I know he knows where to be. I know he's going to do it at 100 miles an hour, and that allows yourself to go out there and do the same thing. And once those things are clicking on all cylinders, this defense, we've always said this defense can be really special. We've shown it in spots, but I think it's just finally clicking, and at the right time. This is when you want to be playing your best football. Going down this stretch in December. So we're just looking forward to continue to doing the things that got us to this point, because we're not. We remember, beginning of the year when people were, talking, here
1 and 2.
Same old Saints defense. Here we go.
What's kind of crazy, Sheldon, is now, to all of the points that you're making, y'all are 8-0 without Drew the last 2 years. That would have been impossible 5 years ago when you got to the Saints. But I want to talk about your journey specifically, because I can't imagine what it's like where you're playing the best football of your career a couple of years ago, and then you catch a horrible injury at a horrible time of the year in January, which then carries over so much into next season. What has your personal journey been like, kind of overcoming all that adversity and getting back to the field and having success?
Yeah, listen, to sit up here and give you some rah-rah speech about, just, persevering and all that, would be nice for headlines and different things like that. But it's tough. Like you said, I mean, my whole football journey of my life, from high school, college, like at some point I always turn that corner and I become who I always thought I was going to be. And for me, that was happening in 2018.
Yeah.
And, for the Achilles injury to strike, I'd faced adversity before, so, I looked it in the face. I took it on, and then to come back and then have to deal with the other Achilles, which was essentially about to rupture itself. And then I had, to fix that. And then to come back and then have the camp I had this year, all while still, battling through that rehab process. I felt like I put myself in good position to really get back to the guy who I, was pre-injuries. And then obviously the knee happened when I thought I was finally getting the rhythm and getting back to, flashing and doing some of the things that I've, done in my career. Like I said, didn't have the knee a few weeks ago and then kind of knocked that all off track. But it's been tough. I'm not going to sit up here and say, it's just something I wake up and, I'm at peace with it. It's tough. But it's, but the one thing I know about myself is every day I'm going to get up and I'm going to go battle and I'm going to fight because I know I'm going to come out on the other side of this thing on top, and I'll be, spin moves left and right.
Yes, sir.
In the backfield and doing all those things because that's the player I am. That's not something that, has been taken away from me. It's just something that's kind of been, delayed, not denied.
It was good to see Big 98 back out there yesterday among the defense, because up front right now, Sheldon, I only got a minute left here. You guys are monsters. What is the motivation in that defensive line room that keeps you guys going? Because it seems like T-Bob was telling the story. Cam thought he had the sack. Hendrickson knocked him out of the way and did his celebration yesterday. I mean, all you guys are playing with some swagger right now.
Yeah, man. Listen, I think I think it starts at the top. With a guy like Cam who breeds that confidence, who breeds that energy, and it trickles down through the room. We get coached really hard, fundamentals, technique, energy, and those things trickle down through the room from, like I said, our head guy, Ryan Nielsen, Brian Young, those guys, relaying to us what we need to go out there and do. And when each guy's out there, we feel like we're the baddest motherfucker on the planet. Like that's just really the mindset each guy takes. We don't take a backseat to anybody.
Sheldon, I love you, man. This is live radio, but that will play everywhere, man.
I still love it, man.
Go get them 9-8, and
we're really excited to have you back for the playoffs, bro. Perfect timing, Sheldon. Let's go, kick some ass.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
Hour 3 next.
Hey, you want honesty? That's how the Saints D-line feels.
Off the bench with Kalana and T-Bob.
Hey, I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, go ahead and like and subscribe below. You want more great Saints content? We got it all here on Off the Bench Overtime. Check out these other videos, share with your friends, and let's grow the Who Dat Nation together. Who Dat?